Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Bold and Beautiful's about to serve up a heapin' helping of wedding déjà vu, and a bombshell that will change everything. Here comes the bride, the groom, and the ex. It's a tale as old as time on Bold and Beautiful, and fans are set to be served a heapin' helping of déjà vu in more ways than one as Thomas and Paris prepare to seal the deal on their Insta engagement with a quickie wedding. Is there any other kind on this soap? As all of us know, Paris is tempting soap opera fate by agreeing to marry yet another man who has deep feelings for another woman. Who can forget how she was forced to concede to Quinn, who showed up on her wedding day after a wacky bicycle ride/race against time to claim her man, Carter? As we're also aware, Hope stopped Thomas' wedding to Paris' sister Zoe when the women exposed the designer's devious plot to use his bride-to-be to try to make Hope commit. Given the huge twist of Hope and Thomas falling in love, there's not a single one of us who believes that the blonde is simply going to sit back and let the man she desires move on with his life by marrying Paris. We fully expect the Logan to show up at the wedding for one contrived reason or another, giving not only Paris, but fans, déjà vu. But that's not the whole story. Bold and Beautiful loves to drop clues, sometimes like breadcrumbs, sometimes like anvils. Either way, something has been going on with Hope since Thomas left for France. She's been suffering migraines and succumbing to massages from Stepha's husband Tim, which has left her feeling emotional, not to mention sexually charged. Might it all be leading up to some sort of reveal? Well, of course it is. What better venue could there possibly be for a big soapy dramatic reveal than someone else's wedding? If our hunch is correct, Paris, still reeling from the sight of another ex rolling up to her wedding, will then be forced to stomach a potentially nuptial ending interruption, courtesy of the next generation Logan. We figure that since Hope obviously has something going on health-wise, it will come to a head the minute Thomas is about to say, "I will," to Paris. If history repeats itself, as it is wont to do on Bold and Beautiful, Hope may announce that she's pregnant with Thomas' baby, thus putting an immediate halt to the proceedings. As longtime fans know, this certainly wouldn't be the first time this has happened on the soap. Steffi once interrupted Hope and Lamb's cliffside nuptials to declare her pregnancy, and it happened with Brooke, Ridge, and Taylor before them. Alternatively, if some other type of medical condition is causing Hope's headaches, we'd expect her to collapse at the most dramatic moment possible. We can envision the groom rushing to her side, along with Stepha's husband, of course. Thomas, picking up on the connection between Hope and Finn, would insist on accompanying her to the hospital as his bride-to-be watches him go, thinking again. Really? If she's feeling a little Debbie desperate, Hope might even take a page from Katie's book and pretend to collapse just to prevent the wedding from continuing. This worked well when Brooke's little sister wanted Ridge for herself. However it all plays out, Bold and Beautiful is undoubtedly gearing up for a wedding chock full of been there, done that moments and some sort of bombshell reveal about Hope to boot. In the glitz and glamour of Los Angeles, Forrester Creations is abuzz with the news of yet another grand wedding. This time it's Steffi Forrester, the formidable and beautiful co-CEO, who is ready to walk down the aisle once more. The invitations have been sent, the extravagant gown has been designed, and the mansion is being decorated with the finest flowers money can buy. Yet beneath the surface of this picture-perfect wedding lies a simmering pot of secrets and betrayals, ready to explode and change everything. Steffi has always been the heart of the Forrester family, her life a roller coaster of love, loss, and redemption. She's no stranger to wedding bells. Each time she's walked down the aisle, it has been with the hope of a happily ever after. But fate has a way of twisting the most carefully laid plans, and this wedding is no exception. The groom, Dr. John Finnegan, is a man with a mysterious past. Though his love for Steffi is undeniable, there are shadows lurking in his history that have yet to be fully revealed. As the wedding day approaches, Finn's mother, the enigmatic Charlotte Carter, resurfaces. Known for her manipulative and dangerous ways, Shyla's return sends ripples of fear through the Forrester clan. Despite her efforts to prove she's changed, no one can forget the chaos she's caused in the past. As the sun sets on the eve of the wedding, the Forrester mansion is filled with an air of excitement mixed with tension. Stephi's father, Ridge, and her stepmother, Brooke, exchange wary glances, aware that Shyla's presence could spell disaster. Ridge has always been protective of his daughter, and his gut tells him that something is amiss. The night before the wedding, a rehearsal dinner is held, bringing together family and friends in a celebration of love and unity. Champagne flows, laughter fills the air, and for a moment it seems as though nothing could go wrong. But behind the smiles and toasts, secrets are being whispered and alliances are being tested. Hope Logan, Steffi's longtime rival and stepsister, finds herself in a difficult position. Though she's genuinely happy for Steffi, she can't shake the feeling that something is about to go horribly wrong. She confides in her husband, Liam Spencer, who has a complicated history with Steffi. Liam, torn between his past with Steffi and his present with Hope, promises to keep an eye out for any signs of trouble. Meanwhile, in a dimly lit corner of the mansion, Shyla confronts Finn. She pleads for a chance to be a part of his life and to attend the wedding, but Finn remains hesitant. He knows the pain Shyla has caused and fears what her presence might bring. Shyla, determined to prove she's changed, makes a vow to stay out of trouble, but a sinister glint in her eyes suggests otherwise. The morning of the wedding dawns bright and clear, with the Forrester mansion transformed into a fairy tale setting. Steffi, radiant in her custom-made gown, takes a moment to herself, reflecting on the journey that has brought her to this day. She's overcome so much, and despite the challenges ahead, she's ready to embrace a future with Finn. Guests begin to arrive, each bringing their own hopes and fears. As the ceremony starts, there's an air of anticipation as if everyone is holding their breath, waiting for the inevitable twist. The vows are exchanged, and just as Steffi and Finn are about to share their first kiss as husband and wife, a commotion erupts at the back of the room. Shyla bursts in, her face a mask of desperation. She claims to have crucial information that could change everything. The room falls silent, all eyes on her as she strides forward. Ridge moves to intercept her, but Shyla raises a hand, demanding to be heard. She looks directly at Steffi and Finn, her voice trembling with urgency. "There's something you need to know," Shyla says, her voice echoing through the hall. "Something that could destroy everything you've built together." The room is electric with tension. Steffi, her heart pounding, steps forward. "What is it, Shyla? What could be so important that you'd ruin our wedding day?" Shyla takes a deep breath, her eyes filled with a mixture of regret and determination. "I've tried to stay away, to let you live your lives in peace, but I can't anymore. There's something you need to know about Finn's past, something that could change everything." Finn, his face pale, looks at Shyla with a mixture of fear and anger. "What are you talking about, Shyla? What are you hiding?" Shyla's gaze softens as she looks at her son. "I've made mistakes, but I'm trying to make things right. Finn, there's someone you need to meet. Someone who's been kept from you for far too long." Before Finn can respond, the doors to the mansion open, and a woman steps inside. She's young, with striking features and a familiar glint in her eye. The resemblance to Shyla is unmistakable.